Good morning, Moon.
Was the word yes?
No word yet. The likely word is that we're waiting until 10.
We just touched that 15 and that 5 minute. Well, we touched the 15 change of character gap. We didn't quite touch the 5 minute.
Yeah, I kind of blew through the 5 minute one, but I think we're going higher to the other 5 minute one. If I had to guess.
Yeah, the next one up is the one that actually um, changes that short term structure that was built
Mhm.
around 4:30 ish.
think I'm just going to wait for a reversal here somewhere. Probably 10-15 minutes away from that. Morning, Michael and Junior and Moon. Monster Man, I should be here, and my Streamlabs is picking up my mic, so should be able to be heard.
Major disconnect between ES and NQ right now.
Yeah, this is a little higher than I expected this to be, but that's all right. I think we already have an outside bar on the daily. SGen. That was yesterday. Oh, Chance, you're in here. Never mind. I saw you hanging out in zero to funded voice chat. Monster Man asked, "How did you get started in trading from being a firefighter?" The hiring process at my township took 8 months, so I'm no longer there. But when I was, it took almost 9 months to get hired from when I applied. So I picked up DoorDash and Grubhubbing for some money, which is really good money actually if you have like a car you don't mind putting miles on. So I would only work the lunch rush and maybe the dinner rush if I had to, and so I had a lot of time on my hands. So I put that into learning, you know. Man, dude, these scans, they're gonna be hitting. So that was a tiny little retrace for NQ. Now we're hitting these 15-minute fair value gaps, still in the hourly fair value gap, but then we have an order block above. So as much as I want to go long right now, the correct play, I think, is to stay short. All right, so we had a liquidity grab there. So now I'm looking for a displacement under this low here. And then I want a fair value gap left behind, and then that fair value gap is the entry. So we're still a couple minutes away from that. Could even go short for the displacement. It is fighting here. I would trade it through news if I can get stop loss break even. Somebody asked that on the stream. They know my trading style. Typically, I don't trade through news, but if I can get stop loss break even, then I will trade through news. All right, so entry is up here, right above that market structure shift. It's not much, but it's there. I am struggling to log into my second platform. I am not in short right now. I am not in short. All right, looking short. Going short now. 25.25 is the average. As long as that fair value gap stays intact, it's still valid. 25.25 is my ad. All right, first trim is at 10 points. All right, took that trim. All right, stop loss break even. We're real close to news. Hard stop loss break even. 15 points. Taking a little more off at 17. Almost at 1R. There's 1R. All right, so risk-free before news. All right, stopped out. All right, so we're done. I'm done. I'm not going to trade until we have some news settled. So, I'm going to go and look through these scans on the daily chart here. So, I have a firm should be a failed 2 up yesterday and then a 2 down today. Indeed. LEC, same thing. Indeed. NLY. Bank of America, Becky. Penn. Square. Square is interesting, but no movement. MGM. Alright, that is working exactly how I intended. Weekly fail 2 up Roku. So Roku should be looking for, or sorry, it failed 2 down, then now it's a 2 up. So Roku would be bullish back above this line. So I'm going to actually set up a trigger there. Got Intel and Pfizer. Both are the same setup. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Intel's more attractive to me though. CSIC was daily inside yesterday, 2 down, already hit PT1. Sorry, catching up on YouTube now. News is at 10. What's good, Toasty? What time frame? 1 minute. Fire call, bro. Thank you. Made it 301.50 per contract. Nice, nice. It's 15 points. Let's go. Is there a program you use to look for stocks to swing? There is. It's my scanner. I built out a pretty in-depth scanner on Thinkorswim. And no, it is not public. It is indeed private for my people only. So still holding up that fair value gap. If I wanted to have held through that, I could have, but I didn't. Didn't want to either. No desire there for me.
This almost looks like it might want to set up for that ICT if it can reach up and touch the 14,965.75 gap on the 15-minute. It lines up with that change of character on the 5-minute also.
Yeah.
It might go for another run of liquidity.
Yeah.
Might come back down.
I'm kind of
there's also a gap. There's also a gap on the 15-minute higher up at 15,014.
Yeah, that's the order block I have marked. Really, any of these I'm interested in. Here's some wild news. Wowza. Gonna let that news settle, and then I'm gonna get my weekly setups here.
See if it'll respect those two gaps and push through this short-term low.
Yeah, I'm intentionally not looking. There's no proper trade setup that's going to be shown here. I think if I look, I'll probably force a trade, and that's no bueno. No bueno at all. Alrighty, so alrighty. Now I'll take a look. Yep, still bullish. So probably 5 or 10 minutes from a setup there. All right, Apple triggered on the weekly. Daily should have been short, was not. It's all right. A firm failed. Actually, let me go this way because I actually don't like these little tiny little. So I don't want to be in this here. Netflix, not sure why that was a setup there, but bouncing off the 200 daily EMA, that's insane. What are these scans? Something's off here. Highs. Interesting. Cool thing is all these are going to trigger in my scans too, so I'll get alerted on the when it triggers on the weekly. IBM hit both price targets well. Google is about to be triggering a 2 up, in which case I'm gonna be looking for a long. Amazon, nothing. Don't care about either of those. ZOM is looking short. But technically not. Technically that 2 bar is still a green 2 bar, so AMD longs, especially if it hits today, then it's an outside day today. Disney hit its PTs, that's over. Need to just close all swings. All right, maybe we're getting a setup here now. Not the cleanest change of character, but it's there. At least enough for me to risk it. All right, I am short NQ 14969. .15 stop.
back. We're struggling to get back below it, but we're right at that 15-minute change of character.
I'll get out if we hold above this 1 minute fair value gap. All right, there's 1R, 15 points. Not completely convinced that this is short yet, but enough to like for the full trend. But enough to be short right now for sure. There's PT2 right there. Taking some at 40. Almost at 2R. All right, now we got to be skeptical of the next 3 minutes. This 15-minute candle close after that is probably the time to be short. I'm going to be out with another 2 if this candle turns into a 2 up on the 1 minute. Still in. Wondering if this 1 minute candle's failed 2 is going to go 2 down now. So what would be ideal?
Jesse, would this be one of those trades where you skip 3R and go for 4?
Yeah, I've been skipping 3R no matter what trade, to be honest.
Okay, because we could sweep those. If we sweep those lows on the 5 minute,
Yeah, typically
that'd be nice.
I'll go 2.5 if it's like
It's moving
sketchy.
wishy-washy.
Yeah, if it's
Okay.
sketchy, I'll move out with 2.5R, then stop loss break even. But
Okay.
here I'm probably waiting. You know, this last minute's going to really tell. This 15-minute candle open is going to tell us how it's going to go. Because if it's clean to break, then I think it's another 50 points. Alrighty, catching up on YouTube. Shola, there's a link in my bio if you want to become part of this crew. Yassine, good thing you didn't hold that play. I don't even know which one you're mentioning. Junior, thanks Jesse. With that confirmation of the downside, was waiting after I saw the test and then I rejected. I wanted a confirmation. That call I got in made 700 for 26 TP. Nice job, man. Very, very nice. Yeah, so here I'm probably just waiting until 4R. Maybe even 5. I think 5 ends up closer to. Let me mark out 4 first.
Sweeping those.
Yeah, just sweeping the lows. I'm trying to get better. Like these last couple weeks, I know the stats, like the percentages aren't as incredible, but my P&L is so much higher because I'm holding for larger moves. And so that's part of it. Like this is pretty deep, but it is into a fair value gap. So I will trim at 4R. But 5R is kind of the place. Like if I was going to go long, well, once this hourly closes at 45 in 45 minutes, that's going to leave a fair value gap, which probably will lead to, I don't know, probably power hour price action in this fair value gap, but kind of retracing now this 5 minutes, just making sure we don't have a fair value gap left behind, I think. But this is why trimming is important. You could add more under these the 26 level if you wanted to have more risk on the table. I'm okay with where I'm at, so I'm not going to, but Guess we're waiting for this 15-minute. I think we might get even a, we being as the people who trade NQ might get a better setup in this 1 hour order block. And that's what I'm waiting on. Here's that 1 minute fair value gap. Just got respected again. This is where I would switch to options and then trade options for this kind of setup, where I kind of know that it's going to go one direction but can't quite stick in a trade for that long. Dang, PayPal is looking very attractive too. Two for two today already. All right, let me check on YouTube. I keep forgetting. Lulu, will you be sending out alert? I will be sending out alerts when I take trades. Yvonne, little bro, I wanted to say thanks. Really many thanks for letting me live my dream. Last week you shared. Oh, spammer. Helpy FX signals. Wow. You're crazy, bro. I'm reporting you for promoting terrorism. Brent, do you usually trim 1/3 at your take profit levels? Yeah, it's either 1/4 or a half usually. So yeah, a third would be in between those. just kind of depends. If price is moving really cleanly, then I'm probably only taking a quarter. If it's not, like if it looks like this, I'm only taking, or I am going to take a half at least. Junior said, Pal is the one I'm wondering, but it's rare for me to stay trading then. Yeah, Pal is speaking at 11. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm done, if I don't take any more trades. I've already captured enough profit on all my accounts to be done. Excuse me. And Pal's speaking at like it's a round table. It's not like a FOMC conference. So what he says could move the market, but it's not. It doesn't have to, if that makes sense. Madness, thank you for doing this. Thanks for coming. By the way, YouTube, if you are enjoying, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot. 60 people. All right, let me catch up on Google as well. Nothing new. All right, shall we get back to the... Let's look at some of these scan setups. Alrighty. So this was sent at 10:18 Rivian. I haven't traded Rivian Auto in so long. 10:18 and oh yeah. So you would have gotten the signal. Love it, man. Love it. Daily Inside Bar. Mar. Never heard of this. Oh, Marriott. Oh, ooh, Marriott. Scoundrel. You dirty, dirty scoundrel. Alright, failed 2 up. Mitch. Yep, indeed. This is where finding the setups before is important, because those enforced scans are always going to be a little delayed. It's just how Thinkorswim works. All right, let me try to get this set up so you guys can see. All right, Zero to funded. The scanner is becoming public for you guys. Keep in mind it is still in testing. If there are scans that you don't think should be scans in each section, please let me know. I've done the testing I can do, but obviously more eyes are better. These are all for the strat, which is what I use for swing trading.
So the enforced section means that it triggered?
Mm-hmm. So it's a 212. It's an outside bar that had a 2-bar after. It's basically if you're going to get in late, probably, but it's showing you possible setups after they happened. So The ones I'm really caring about, like I probably will use the 15-minute if the 15-minute scans if I'm not able to really find anything I like. But I'll use the current setups for that because it'll tell me when there's like a closed inside bar, closed fail to, or a closed, or if it's an outside bar. If an outside bar is open, it's gonna just tell you that it's gonna scan immediately because it's already in force, kind of, and you're just waiting for the trade to materialize, kind of. Brent said thank you. You're very welcome. What do I think of NVIDIA? I do not think anything of NVIDIA. NVIDIA hasn't even come across my mind. And Zero to Funded, if you guys can think of any scans that you would like to be included, if it has the backtest data to be worthy of a scan, then I will add it if I am able to. So just let me know. And I will move these scans, by the way. I'll move them down. And I will get the reaction rules hopefully today, maybe after the gym. Where to put them? Where to put them? I'll just put them right above the old scans. Then I don't have to have 400 alerts in my trading view going. So once we say that these are working, then I will let those ones go. That's the plan. Alrighty. Back to NQ. If you just played that 1 minute fair value gap a ton of times, you would have hit 20 points here, 20 points there, 60 points here. Okay. Riley said, up $400 across both evals, done for the day. Ban me from your server and streams if you catch me in here again today. Harsh punishment, but you asked for it. I probably am done for today. I took a couple scalps on my own, but then the 2 profit trades. I am 4 for 4 today, but the channel is 2 for 2. I took a couple retest scalps on the fair value gaps, but now I am looking at the weekly setups. PayPal is really intriguing to me. ATVI, CAG. I don't really care about those. No more scans yet. Crystal said you're all out. I don't think the alert updated. I don't think I sent an alert. That would have been problematic. I think I sent stop loss break even, but didn't send out that I was out. Oopsies. Thank you for letting me know, Crystal. I've got 63 people in here and another bunch in zero defended call, so I think most people heard it. All right, FCX. See, some of these are stocks that should not be in here, but they are. Let me see, is FCX even optionable? It is. It's got some volume. The spread is, oh yeah, surely. It is definitely optionable. Okay, I was wrong. Man, we're getting ugly price action now.
The premium on these puts is just getting destroyed.
Yeah, I didn't end up opening any. I was thinking about it, but I think you probably were out here for at least a big chunk of partials at this 5 minute fair value gap that still hasn't closed under it. Because until we close under that, we're still able to ping pong between PD arrays, which means we could be bearish or bullish.
Yeah, naturally, I'm diamond handing it to see if we can reach down below those PM lows.
What's
currently in-
what are you in Qs?
Yeah, I'm in Q put 0 DTEs. I'm
Whoa.
shooting for 356.
Oh, so new low of day.
Yeah, new low day. I feel like we may not even get there. I don't know.
I think your stop loss would be a close over 360.93. If you close over that, then your short bias is definitely gone. Rich, have a good day, Jesse. Dipping early, another great day. Yeah. You left before I could say goodbye. That's all right. Good to see you, Rich. Glad you had a good day. But yeah, like I said, it's anything over 360.93, you're back to bullish. Kind of coincides with this Q's order block that I have listed.
Yeah, this price action is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think if we didn't have red folder at 11, it would have been much cleaner for a follow through, but we did. Unfortunately, we did.
Yeah, I did go up 30% on that reach down to break that opening low, but I don't know. The cons are so cheap, being at a 0 DTE. Even if I could have just got another couple of dollars out of it, that makes such a big difference because of how many cons you're able to actually buy at that price.
Yeah, how far out of the money did you get? That's what, four strikes?
No, yeah, I ended up buying in at I don't have my QQQ in front of me, but right before we swept that liquidity to the upside after the news came out, I'd went short. I bought those puts, so I did have a little bit of drawdown when we swept that liquidity on the top side.
So you should be close to break even.
Oh, I'm teetering right on it. Let me check. Yeah, I'm actually up 8% now, but I'm gonna diamond hand. It's just because they're so cheap. It's not like I paid $300 or $3 a contract or anything. So
yeah, on 0 days, I'm not saying this is correct by any means, but on 0 days I only go generally 2 out of the money, just because you're right. After a little bit, your theta just destroys out of the money 0 days. It destroys in the money 0 days. But
yeah, and then Mondays are always.
Yeah, Mondays are the worst
sporadic.
in general, but I can't really complain. I made profit today, but
I don't know. Yeah, I'm up past my daily profit on my futures. I'm just
usually has
diamond
news
hand in a
too.
small position on there as well, just to see if I can. Like, I'm literally 200 and some change away from getting those other 15 evals passed. So I'm holding on with something small just to see if I can grab it, because if we reach down for the pre-market lows.
You said you're $200 away?
Yeah, per account.
Wow.
15 more funded accounts. I have 5 PAs right now, but I know they let
That's
you
awesome,
trade with
dude.
20. Yeah, I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. You know how that goes.
Oh, I know. I had to size down. I actually sized down a couple weeks ago to where I'm at now, just so I can hold longer. And honestly, it's because when I sized heavier, I was still making as much profit, but the stress on it was so much higher. Now I'm able to hold for 14 points of drawdown and not be too worried about it. So
Yeah, that's
it
what
is
I had to
freeing.
start doing as well, because I was trying to make these, these big wins off of 10 to 20 points, but you're risking just as much.
Yeah.
You don't have any room for that drawdown.
Yeah. Yeah, this is getting pretty nasty. We got an outside bar today already, UNH. I would probably want to go short on UNH though. All right, if I don't, well, it's actually 10:52. Yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. Like I said, already hit two good trades today, so not gonna push my luck. It's probably wait until Powell speaks at 11. Then there's not gonna be a setup till 11:30 plus. So the wise thing for me is to not trade, and so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be pretty strict on that rule. So, Whiskey said, I bet we get a decent afternoon move, maybe. I might be around for it, but probably not. My gut is telling me to take my profit and run. It's a good day today, so that's probably what I'll do. So, what was that second trade? This was just a 1 minute fair value gap after a little tiny change of character here. 969 then. Yep, that's where my entry. No. Yeah, that's where my entry was. Alright. First trade was first trade was 925 ish. Second was 969, new one. So anyway, I'll see you all here tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. See ya.